Imagine being in a foreign land with absolutely nothing left. No home, no security, no future you can see. That's the reality a young woman named Ruth found herself in. She had lost her husband, and her entire life had just fallen apart. By every cultural norm and logical reason, she had a clear way out. Her mother-in-law, a woman named Naomi, who was also grieving and broken, even encouraged her to leave, to go back to her own people and start over. But this is where Ruth's story becomes truly extraordinary. Ruth refused. She looked at Naomi, this grieving, bitter woman who had absolutely nothing left to offer. Her hand made a choice that would redefine what love truly means. She spoke words that have echoed through millennia. Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God. Think about that for a second. This wasn't some grand romantic gesture. It wasn't about fulfilling a duty or obligation. This was a radical act of love, a love deeply rooted in loyalty and commitment. Ruth willingly gave up everything she knew: her home, her comfort, her familiarity, and any sense of certainty, just to stay by the side of someone who needed her. So they journeyed back to Naomi's homeland, Israel, arriving as two poor, unknown widows. Their future was completely uncertain. To survive, Ruth worked tirelessly, spending long, grueling days in the fields, gathering leftover grain just to put food on the table. There was no applause for her sacrifice. No one was patting her on the back or giving her recognition for her faithfulness. It was just quiet, steady, Dyandote loyalty. She simply did what needed to be done, driven by love. And here's the most beautiful part of the story. God saw her. He saw her quiet faithfulness, her unwavering loyalty, her selfless love when no one else was paying attention. Through a series of seemingly small moments, through one faithful decision after another, Ruth's entire life began to change in ways she could never have imagined. The local community began to notice her character. A man named Boaz, a relative of Naomi's late husband, saw her hard work and her incredible kindness. He didn't just see a poor foreign woman, he saw her integrity. He offered her protection, made sure she had enough food, and treated her with dignity and respect. He was drawn to her because her reputation for loyalty had preceded her. He told her that, "I've been told all about what you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband. How you left your father and mother and your homeland and came to live with a people you did not know before." Her quiet acts of love were making a loud impact. This initial kindness from Boaz was just the beginning. It set in motion a chain of events that would completely redeem her situation. What started as a small act of kindness, offering her a safe place to work, blossomed into something more. Ruth, guided by Naomi's wisdom, approached Boaz and, following the customs of the time, asked him to act as her kinsman redeemer. This was a huge step of faith, placing her future entirely in his hands. And Boaz, a man of great character himself, honored her request. He stepped up, not just to provide for her, but to restore her family line. He married her. Suddenly Ruth, The foreign widow who arrived with nothing was not only welcomed and protected, but became a cherished member of the community and part of a respected family. Her story didn't end there. She and Boaz had a son, and this son became the grandfather of King David, the greatest king in Israel's history. And generations later, from that very same family line, Jesus was born. Let that sink in. A single, selfless choice made by a young woman in a moment of utter despair. A choice to love when walking away would have been so much easier, ended up shaping history forever. The lesson from Ruth's life is simple, but it is profoundly powerful. True love isn't always loud and dramatic. It doesn't always come with immediate rewards or public recognition. Real, genuine love is often found in the quiet moments. It's the love that chooses to stay even when it costs you something. It's the loyalty that endures when things get difficult. It's the faithfulness that keeps showing up day after day without any promise of a return. Ruth's story is a beautiful reminder that our acts of love, no matter how small or unnoticed they may seem, never go unseen by God. He sees the quiet sacrifices. He sees the unwavering loyalty. He sees the love that is rooted in faith. And he has a way of weaving those small, faithful acts into a much bigger, more beautiful story than we could ever imagine for ourselves. So, when you feel like your efforts are going unnoticed, when you're tempted to choose the easy way out instead of the loving way, remember Ruth. Remember that sometimes the smallest act of love, the quietest expression of faithfulness, can have an impact that echoes for eternity. It can change a life. It can restore a family. It can even shape history. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video.